for those that aren't quite aware, I know many of you already know what they are because you're attending here and that's why you want to learn how to use them. But some of you may be attending and not quite sure what it is. So I'm not going to spend lots of time on this part, just a couple slides, and we will kind of pinpoint what PLR is. It's the right to sell or use a product in your business as your own without having to pay any royalties to the product creator. It's probably the fastest form of product and content creation. In fact, it literally is one of the fastest ways because as soon as you buy the PLR, you can download the content and start using it and start profiting with it. So, whereas if you were to hire an outsourcer, it would cost you quite a bit more. And then what's going to happen, it could take a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months. It could take a while to get that content. So, with PLR, it literally is the fastest way to content creation. It's a lot faster than you having to do it yourself, too, and it can save you a lot of money and a lot of time. And quite honestly, your time is money, so it's a great strategy. Buying private label rights can give you one of the best return on investments out there. I was saying yesterday, typically I can get anywhere from $100 per dollar spent on the PLR up to $300 per dollar. I could buy a PLR for 197 and guarantee that I'm going to make $2,000 to $5,000 off of that I spent $200 on. So it's very powerful, and a lot of those ways that you can use it is to just get out there and use it. And I say that's what PLR I use because I buy a lot of PLR and I still don't use it. And so there's so much good PLR out there, and so I want to teach you how to use it. And here's 15 ways that you can go about using the PLR that we'll talk about. There's many different types of private label rights out there, and just for time constraints, I'm going to use the acronym PLR as we move forward. But including there will be ebooks, articles, videos, and software. We're going to touch mainly on ebooks and articles and videos with this training portion, but there is PLR software you can get that you can call your own. PLR is better than master resale rights because you can make the content your own. And that's a big difference. For those wondering what master resale rights is, that basically gives you the same rights as private label rights because you can sell it. Sometimes you can give it away. You could even sell the rights. There's a lot of the same things you can do, but the big core difference is you can't modify the product. So you can't edit the ebook, the articles. You can't edit the video. There's a big that's a big key difference because it's important with PLR because you can make it your own, you can modify it, you can make it up to date. You can also call it whatever you want to call it. You can name it whatever you want to name it, and you can create your own graphics for it. That way you can brand it as something completely different from everybody else, and you can also build up your credibility instead of the person that created the master resale right. So that's one of the big things and big reasons that I like PLR a whole lot better than master resale rights. Grocery stores are actually really famous for even doing a form of private labeling. If you go to like Walmart, even like the Walmart supercenters, or even like your local Piggly Wiggly or other type of grocery stores out there, you are going to find things like at Walmart they're famous for having great value brand of green beans right next to the Del Monte green beans or something like that, exact. And if you actually look at the labels on a lot of those things, a lot of them are packaged at the same company using the same process. They just can it and have a different label on it. So you see this happen a lot of times in grocery stores and other stores. You'll see private labeling going on. So it is something that's just not just internet marketing related. So the PLR advantage of using PLR for your internet marketing is that really a lot of online entrepreneurs out there don't even know about the huge opportunity PLR provides. And I know this, from personal experience when you're dealing with offline business owners, people that own like retail stores online, like that sell kitchen products or they sell mailing list supplies or they sell all kinds of different things. A lot of these people don't even understand PLR. They're so focused on their niche market, and so you're at a huge distinct advantage because you're going to learn 15 ways that you can use the hot opportunity PLR provides for your success in your business. You can gain a huge advantage by leveraging it here. You can save money, as I talked about. It's a whole lot cheaper than you sitting down and spending 10 hours creating content because your time, even if it's valued at only $10 an hour, that's $100. Well, if you could have bought that PLR for even $47 or $97, then you're still saving something there, and that's with valuing your time at a low amount. So you can save money, you can save time. PLR gives you the ability to generate website traffic. Traffic is the key to getting sales and conversions. You got to have that traffic. PLR is important for increasing your profits, obviously, and you're going to learn 15 ways to do that coming up. Plus, you're going to learn how PLR can actually boost your credibility tremendously. And like I said, quickly create content. And you can also make a killing just selling PLR. That's an entire business model in and of itself. Not only are you going to learn how to use PLR, but watch for my six-figure business model halfway through. So again, as you know, if you stick with this training, partway through, we're going to cover how you can actually make six figures by actually selling private label rights. Now, one other topic about PLR before we jump into the 15 strategies is understanding your rights that are provided, because almost every product you buy with PLR will have slightly different rights. Most of them are going to be the same, but they'll have slightly different rights. It's important that after you buy the PLR material, you make sure you abide by their terms as best as possible. So here are some examples to watch out for after you buy it. A lot of times it'll come in a rights file, like a text file. Here's some examples to watch out for. Price restrictions. That's a big one. Price restrictions. Sometimes they won't let you sell the PLR for less, or they encourage you to sell it for more than say $7 or something. Or they'll set a price that says we encourage you to sell this for $47 or more. And that's a good thing. A lot of people might view that as a restriction. That's actually a really good thing, because it kind of evens the playing field, and it makes it so some person out there doesn't grab the PLR and then try to sell it for $7. And a lot of times what'll happen there is that person ends up devaluing the product to the point where people do not want to buy it, at $7 because they don't see the value, but they would buy it at 47. So it's important that you stick to those guns, because that's going to help you profit more in the long term. Some PLR will allow you to sell it only, but you can't give it away. Some people will allow that. Sometimes if they do that, they'll have like a report that you can give away to pre-sell people into the product. Other PLR will actually let you give away or sell, so you can choose how you want to profit with it. Some will let you use it for content in articles or blog. In fact, most of them will, like for ebooks and stuff. You can break them down into content for articles or blogs, but just be careful to make sure you read those terms. Some will actually let you sell the resell rights, or even to go in as far as selling the PLR to the materials as well. So you just want to watch out for those things. And if they allow you to sell the resell rights, that's great for you, because you can sell the product on the front end and then back end them with a sale on the back end. So profit strategy number one that we're going to talk about is ebook syndication. Ebook syndication. So this is an underused strategy for using PLR, but it's been around for quite a while. It's a method that has been around for a while, but in the midst of Twitter and Facebook and mobile marketing and all this other stuff people are trying to push down your throats right now, you miss out on some of the great marketing strategies that still work today that are very effective. This strategy is basically to take a PLR ebook that you have the rights to give away and put in your affiliate links or links to your squeeze page in multiple locations. This could also be taking a set of PLR articles, like let's say you have a package of 25 PLR articles on your niche. You can actually compile those together into a free report as well, or a free ebook. So the strategy again is take a PLR ebook or a series of articles and make them an ebook. You have the rights to, and put in your affiliate links, or most importantly, which I would do, a link to your squeeze page. And you want to try to do it at the beginning and at the end. You don't want to stuff links all over this ebook, because otherwise this strategy will backfire on you, like the ebook directories that I'm about to talk about. They won't accept you because you'll have too many links. But at least put your link at the beginning, maybe in the middle, and maybe at the end. So, a couple, 2, 3 times, have a way people can find you, have a way people can get onto your email list, is essentially the best way to make this work. You can also combine, like I said, PLR articles or combine PLR ebooks with your own content. You want to create an ebook that's 20 to 30 plus pages. If you can get 20 to 50 pages, the more pages, the better. You don't want to have like hundreds of pages, but maybe 30 to 50 pages would be a good mix to look for. That way, it's going to look like a quality ebook, and it is going to be quality, and so the ebook directories will want to approve you. And the whole goal here is to get submitted to these ebook directories. Now, the important thing is to make sure you name the ebook something unique. Again, that's a big advantage of private label rights, is to name it something unique, and that would be give it your own name. That way it doesn't look like every other report that might be out there on that topic. So you need to give it a unique name. And you see a lot of people that's one of the big things with PLR, just as a side tip. The best thing you can do is call it something unique. Come up with a unique name for it. And you saw this with a lot of people who are doing like Amazon Kindle publishing. They would take the same product, have the exact same name, and list it out there in Amazon Kindle and hope to make sales with 15 other people that are selling the exact same book. So if you just renamed it, you would look different from everybody else. Research several ebook directories that you can submit your free report to. I'll talk about how to find those. And use a good keyword rich title for your ebook to maximize your exposure in the search engines. Because these websites actually get a lot of their traffic from the search engines, and usually they use in the meta tags and the title tags, which is what search engines use to rank websites and pages on the internet. They will use those in the title, in the title tag for their website. So whatever your title is, they will actually use that in a lot of cases on these sites to help generate traffic into their websites, so that way, the more traffic you get to your ebook page, the more downloads you're going to get, because the whole goal of this strategy is to get people to download an ebook which contains, and this is a quick way to repurpose your PLR, and this ebook would contain your affiliate links or your squeeze page. My preference again would be to get people onto a squeeze page, and then you can promote your affiliate links to them as many times as you want. But this is a great method to consider. So follow the instructions. All these websites have good instructions to submit. You want to look at the top, at the bottom, and the sidebars for links for adding or submitting an ebook. You'll see these once you land on these websites. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about what these sites are, and here's one of the bigger sites out there. It's called freeebooks.net, and there's a dash in there, so that's free-ebooks.net. This is one of the many ebook directories that you can submit to. It's free-ebooks.net. The cost is only $4.97 to submit a report. Now you may think, boy, that's expensive. And what you're going to find is a lot of these ebook directories will let you submit for free. But once I show you what you get for your $4.97, you're going to be pretty impressed with this service out there. So here's some of the stats on this company, and I can imagine that after you see this, you're going to want a small slice of this pie. These are people that could download your free report, which would contain links to your site. So take a look at these stats below. These are from free-ebooks.net. This is just one ebook syndication site that you have at your disposal. They have over 900,000 members. That is almost 1 million members. That is huge. That is a lot of members and a lot of people. They get 1,000 new members per day, people that sign up, and on a monthly basis they're looking at 550,000 plus unique visitors. And so what that means is that, every single month they're getting about 30,000 new members. These visitors don't necessarily have to be members in order to start downloading. They could actually go there and actually browse through the content, browse through the materials. That's a lot of eyeballs on this website, and 900,000 plus members is a lot of people. So it shows you how big this website actually is. Every single day there's 16,500 plus ebooks downloaded daily. And so if you can imagine just having your ebook out there using good keywords in there. This is an authority website. So if you have a good keyword rich title for the PLR ebook that you rebranded, again with your affiliate link or squeeze page, and let's say you get a couple downloads per month, or per day, you're looking at an extra, anywhere from 300 to 700 people per year, or even close to 1,000. That's just being conservative on the numbers. You're looking at anywhere from 700 to 1,500 or so new people that are going to land, possibly land on your website and actually get onto your email list. Even if your squeeze page converts at an average of 30%, which is lower, and which is not terrible, but it's not great either. At a normal conversion rate, let's say 30%, and you're getting 1,000 people a year looking at it, that's a possibility of 300 people, landing on actually getting onto your email list, and sometimes possibly more. And those 300 people, that's looking at your subscribers can get you 50 cents to a dollar per subscriber. So you're looking at anywhere from 150 to $300 per month in additional income. And so that's just with one ebook submitting to one website. So you can see your $4.97 would go quite a long way in your marketing arsenal. And that's again just one ebook. There's actually hundreds of these ebook websites out there. So you can imagine if you get this one ebook syndicated to 100 or so of these websites, or 50 of these websites, or even 10 of these websites, your results would go up like 10 times. And then let's say you rebrand, let's say 20 PLR ebooks over the next year. All of a sudden, you've got 20 PLR ebooks sitting in 10 ebook directories. That's 200 locations where people could download an ebook that contains a link to your squeeze page. It's a great strategy. It's something, again, that's been around a while that a lot of people don't do. So, like I said, there's many more sites out there you can submit your ebooks to. And so here's a few. I'll kind of like bring in the list here. You can actually, write these down. There's ebookfreeway.com, e-library.net, ebooksdirectory.com, getfreeebooks.com, and that's three E's in there, ebook88.com, ebooke.com, feedbooks.com, ebookdirectory.com, ebookjungle.com. And then if you want to find even more directories, these are some of the more popular ones, but if you want to find even more, you can go to Google or Bing or Yahoo, your favorite search engine, and do a search for free ebook directories, or also search for the phrase submit ebook, because that'll bring up ebook directories that, sites that want you to submit your content to. So there you go. That's how you can find these sites that you can submit to. And it all starts with taking a private label rights ebook or a set of PLR articles and working them into an ebook, and putting in, a link to your squeeze page in a couple locations in that report, naming it something unique. Try to incorporate your keywords, that you're trying to, that people would search for, more popular keyword phrases, and use that in the title of your report, and you're good to go. You're in a spot where you've got, a viral traffic tool where people could download these reports, pass it around. You can actually get a lot of exposure this way. And if you did, one of these a month, that's at the end of the year, you've got 12 ebooks out there. And let's say you submit each one to 10 sites, right there, that's 120 additional exposures for your business. So definitely use that method when you're going after PLR content profits. Profit strategy number two with PLR is list building. This is, as I talked about earlier, you want to send people to your squeeze page. Building your email list is still the most profitable thing you could be doing online. And the reason, again, is that if you just send people straight to affiliate links, they may end up buying that product or they may not. And let's say that only you send 100 people there, and only, let's say that the offer's converting at 2%, and you send 100 people through an affiliate link. That's two sales out of those 100 people. So that means you're losing out on a lot of people. And like I said, if your squeeze page, even if it's just converting at 30%, you can get those 30, out of those 100 visitors, you can get 30 people onto your list. And those 30 people are people you could promote that same offer to several times. And statistics have shown it takes multiple exposures to offers before people actually will take action and maybe buy. So you're giving a chance to promote to them that offer and also related offers, and also build a relationship with those people, and they could be on your list for years to come. So list building is so important. One of the best ways you can do to use PLR, this is an example of a simple squeeze page that was set up. This squeeze page here, just very basic, converts at 42.1%. So that's the most recent statistics on it out of a lot of visitors. It converts consistently. It's better than average conversion, for a squeeze page. It gets targeted people onto the email list. And what's great about it is that report there, that $1,000 online blueprint, was actually taken 100% from private label rights materials. So that is a huge thing I want to point out, is that the free offer that you can use to build up your email list can be a private label rights ebook. And just like you were syndicating these ebooks to ebook directories, you could also use a same ebook or a couple of ebooks, or a different ebook, of course, to generate a free report that people can get onto your list. The key thing is have a nice headline on your squeeze page, have good bullet point sequences so people can actually go through there and they can check out kind of what's in it for them for getting onto your email list, and that's important. So using private label rights for list building as far as for creating your incentive offer is absolutely huge. You can use it for your free report or your free video to encourage people to opt in for your email list. Again, the more value you offer, the more subscribers and better conversions you'll get from your squeeze page. To set up your squeeze page, you can use a free HTML editor like Composer. You can also use FileZilla for uploading to your web hosting provider. That's a big one. Start with a strong headline like I had and offer bullet point benefits to get people to sign up. And if you have questions on squeeze pages, you can do a Google search for squeeze page templates if you want to find some out there. You can use Aweber or GetResponse. Those are autoresponder services. As far as capturing your names and emails, those are the most reliable ones. They start out fairly inexpensive, and as your list grows, it will justify the slight increase in price that you'll pay. So it's definitely a worthy expense. It's something you almost need. It's essential to running a good business online. Combine your PLR ebooks, PLR articles, or use a single PLR ebook to make this report, just like we talked about earlier. And consider making a new name for the free product you create. That way, you're going to get more opt-ins because it's not going to be something that somebody else may happen to stumble across. So create an e-cover. For it, you can actually use a software called myecovermaker.com, or you could go to 5rr.com and pay $5 to have it created for you. So that is certainly an option. Or you can use myecovermaker.com to go ahead and create those e-covers. And then, of course, the next strategy would be to promote your squeeze page. And we talked about one way to promote your squeeze page in profit strategy number one, which is doing the ebook syndication. But some other methods you could consider, you could do solo ads or ad swaps. You could buy, banner ad traffic, buy traffic through Facebook, buy pay-per-click traffic if they'll let you. You can go through a variety of different options to get traffic to this, articles, all kinds of other methods, and we're going to talk about several other methods as well. But the whole thing is once you get a good squeeze page up with a good offer that converts, you could run an entire successful business off of that. So make sure if you don't have a free offer or you're looking for another good converting squeeze page, make sure you look at using PLR to list build with. Profit strategy number three is to create a video, and there's a reason I've got yoursqueezepagelink.com down there. This method is to use PowerPoint or OpenOffice Impress, and that is a free version to make bullet points from your PLR content. This method right here is one of the best tips that I could give you for rebranding and repurposing private label rights material. What you're watching right now is a PowerPoint presentation. Now, this is all uniquely created content just for this, but the same concept would apply if you're using private label rights. Each one of these bullet points could essentially be like a sentence in this. You want to record the presentation with the screen capture software like Camtasia, which is expensive and powerful. I mean, it's expensive. It's basically a business expense that I wouldn't necessarily say is expensive because you can get a great return on it, but it's gonna run you a couple $100 initially. ScreenFlow for Mac, it's a little less than $100. Jing, they have a free and a paid option. I recommend the paid option, which is only $15. Jing also works for Mac or PC, and for $15 you can get the version that will actually put your video and record it in a much more usable format, so it's a lot easier to upload to places. And then the other one is Cam Studio, which is free for PC only, but Cam Studio will do a good job for you. Camtasia, you could compare it to like a Lamborghini. Cam Studio would be more like a 92 Honda Accord. It'll run for you, it'll get you where you need to go, but the bells and whistles are, Camtasia would be the best one to go to. So what I tell people to do is start off with the lower cost options and then upgrade to the paid option once it justifies the extra expense. Include a link to your squeeze page in the footer of each slide of your presentation so it shows throughout your video. So again, the whole point here is to take PLR articles or PLR ebooks and break them down to where you have a sentence or two per bullet point, much like you're looking at here. And you'll see below how I just created a simple text box, nothing fancy at all, just using PowerPoint, and the link here, yoursqueezepagelink.com. would ever be, obviously your squeeze page link would go down there, yourdomain.com. You could do it for your blog, you could do it for your affiliate review site, whatever you wanted to do, but you would put your link there because the whole purpose of this strategy is to create a video that you can actually submit to video hosting sites like YouTube or a variety of other sites. If you just did a Google search for sites like YouTube, video hosting sites like YouTube, you could find a whole slew of other websites that you're submitting to. When you're submitting your video, again, just like with the ebook syndication method, you want to use your keywords in the title of your video when you prepare to submit it. And you want to create a short keyword rich description with your link before that description. And this link should actually follow the format of http colon forward slash forward slash then www.yourlink.com. And the reason you do that is because by adding the http colon forward slash that in front of your link, it's going to make that link hyperlinked on YouTube and on the other video hosting sites. And so that way you're going to get a lot better click-through rate instead of people having to copy and paste that link to their browser. And I like to put the link first and then a description. And this description doesn't have to be huge, just a sentence or two with your keywords in it, and that will be sufficient for you. But the whole purpose here is to take, again, PLR ebooks and articles and repurpose them into video format so that you can actually generate traffic to your offer and submit this out actually out there to video hosting sites for traffic generation. This also works extremely well for creating products out of them. So you can actually create entire PLR products by simply using PowerPoint and or OpenOffice Impress, and take a big PLR ebook and you could put it into bullet points and you've got an entire product. You've repurposed that into a video product, and then you could actually go crazy with it and actually sell the private label rights to that video training and give people the PowerPoints with it to rebrand on their own. That's a great profit method to consider. Again, like I said, the video can be used for promotion of your squeeze page through YouTube or other video hosting sites. You could also use the video to add value to your front end product or make it an upsell. So that way, instead of people just getting an ebook, they're going to actually get a video with it as well. You could take a PLR ebook, like I said, make it a video that you can then sell PLR to. And like I mentioned previously, with all those steps above, video really doesn't have to be complicated. All you need to know how to do is use a simple software like OpenOffice Impress or PowerPoint to create bullet points, and then use one of those screen capture softwares to record it. And you can use a headset. A good spot to go for a good headset is Amazon. They have Logitech headsets for sale, relatively inexpensive, less than $40 for those. And again, if you're starting out short on cash, your laptop computer has a built-in microphone. It just may not be noise canceling, but it'll get you going and get you started. So video really doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need fancy software to make this work, and it works out well. Profit strategy number 4 is to host a live webinar. This is where you use content from PLR just like in the previous strategy, but you use it to make a PowerPoint presentation and run a live webinar to build a relationship with your list. People love interacting live with their mentors, and nothing gives you more credibility than being able to get on a live webinar, give good training, and people are going to like you for it. So it's a great way to build a relationship, and also you could promote something at the end of that webinar, and that something you promote could be an affiliate product or it could be your own product. I'll give you a hint. If you are going to do webinars with your list, like let's say you have a following, a Facebook, Twitter following, you have your own email list following, and you promote an affiliate product that way, you'll probably end up getting a lot better result than just sending a straight out email out, just because you're going to be one of probably a few, if any, that are actually doing a webinar to promote that certain product. So you could use PLR. Let's say you find a product on affiliate marketing, or let's say you're in the dog training niche and you find a good product on ClickBank that you want to promote, and you find a good dog training PLR ebook. You do a training on it, and then at the end you sell people on this offer. You're going to end up realizing that you're going to get a good conversion rate because you just spent the time on this webinar. You could have affiliates promote your webinar and even build a list from that. So you could be list building, and just have a good webinar with an offer at the end that may be your offer, and that offer could be created just from PLR content as well. And then once these affiliates promote for you, you end up picking up some of their subscribers onto your list. Webinars are a popular thing right now. They've been around for a long time and they're always going to grow. The best thing you can do though is make your webinar live. It's going to be the best thing for you. You could use gotowebinar.com for that, which is the most popular service, or you could use freebinar.com to run your webinar. Freebinar actually integrates with the free conferencing teleconferencing system, so it's a good way to get started. GoToWebinar has a lot more bells and whistles. And while you're actually doing your training, you could record the webinar with the screen capture software like Cam Studio, Jing, or Camtasia, like we mentioned previously, and make that a product you can sell, or a product, or the recording could be used to promote your offer at the end. It could be used, the recording could be broken down into 5 to 10 minute segments and submitted to search engines. But the thing is, you're killing two birds with one stone. You're giving your followers a good, a good interaction with you, and then at the end you're selling people onto a product or service. That's a great way to use PLR. Profit strategy number 5 is called niching the PLR. This is where you take the PLR content and modify it to focus on a certain sub niche within your niche market. This can generate multiple product lines from just one private label rights material. And I'll give some examples here. For example, if you are in the make money online niche, you could take a PLR product and create multiple reports focused in these areas. How to make money online for stay-at-home moms. Make extra cash for college students. So it's zeroed in more for college students, and you could promote it on college student websites or use Facebook because that's where they tend to hang out. Stay-at-home moms, you can find them in different forums, or there's various blogs out there. Make money online with your golf habit. That would be targeted towards bloggers, and you could actually take a course on affiliate marketing that may teach people how to promote things through Amazon, and you could actually teach them things like, hey, you like to golf, you probably know a thing or two about golf clubs, so why don't you set up a website and promote golf clubs, to different people and do reviews on them. So you could teach people how to make money with their golf habit. I'm sure they would love to learn that. Generate profits from your model trains. If there's people that do model trains, you could sell them an ebook that teaches them about product creation, because I'm sure people that are model train enthusiasts would buy an ebook teaching them how to take care of their model train, how to set it up correctly, things like that. So you're taking a product that's in the make money online niche and you can take it into whatever niche market you want to take it. And that's something that's not really taught, but it's highly effective and it's a great way to do that. You can just think of niches that make your product appealing and use it with other niche markets. It's a great strategy and a great concept to consider. So you could run campaigns focused in those areas to really stand out, and those could be pay-per-click campaigns or Facebook ad campaigns. And the thing is, you did all this with one PLR. So let's say you find one good PLR in affiliate marketing, and even if it's a video PLR, you don't even have to rebrand the entire video course. You could just do a 1 or 2 page PDF that says "Read me first," and inside there it says, "Hey, I understand you're an avid golfer. Follow along with this affiliate marketing training and learn how you can profit as a golfer out there using this method." So one product all of a sudden becomes 10 different product lines. It's absolutely amazing. It's a great way to leverage your PLRs, to niche the PLR. Profit strategy number 6 is affiliate promotions. Offer a bonus with your affiliate promotions to increase conversions. This is a great way to take private label rights material. So the next time you're promoting something, even if you don't have an email list, this works great. If you're going to be promoting through a blog, you could just list out the bonus and the benefits they're going to get by investing in that bonus, and you could actually run affiliate promotions that way. You want to rebrand your PLR and combine multiple PLR together to create a package your website visitors absolutely can't resist. The more value you offer them, the better conversions you're going to get and the more commissions you're going to get. This works great for niche PLR packages, even like weight loss or golf, things like that. Anything you are promoting as an affiliate could include a bonus. And so that means you're going out there, you find a private label rights product related to the niche you want to go after, or you use PLR you already have in that niche, and you just, you could make it a short little video course that they get as a bonus. You could just sell it to them as is, and the key thing is, after they buy, they just need to, you give them your email or your support desk link, and they contact you with their ClickBank order ID or their Amazon order ID or whatever it is, and then you email them that bonus. package your bonus up, list the benefits to each of your PLR if they buy through your link. And like I said, this works great for ClickBank digital products or products you get instant commissions on, like Rapid Action Profits type things, WSO Pro, those type of deals. You can use this with your list and on a blog. So again, you don't have to have an email list, but a great way to use this is to put it on your blog and then send your list to your blog. That way they can comment, interact, and then also your blog's going to end up getting some traffic in the search engines because if you targeted, that offer correctly, you're going to get a bonus. And it's going to be great because people are going to be more apt to buy through you instead of through somebody else because you're offering something of value. And so you can see a huge increase in profits by just using a bonus with your affiliate promotions. Profit strategy number 7 is Web 2.0 marketing. Social media marketing is huge for generating backlinks and exposure to your offers, and it's something that, especially with the Google Freshness update and the latest Google Panda updates, Google likes to see links from relevant sources. They love social mentions of you, meaning mentions around social media type sites. It makes you look more credible, and also having fresh content put out there also will really give you a boost out there. So with private label rights content, you can create articles out of ebooks or combine PLR articles with your own words to make unique articles. The key thing here is you do not want to just take the PLR verbatim, meaning word for word. You don't want to take the PLR article or ebook word for word and just copy and paste it into like a site like Squidoo or Hub Pages to generate backlinks. What you want to do is massage that content a little bit to make it unique, make it stand out. And that would be everything from giving it a unique title, maybe using your own words for the opening and closing paragraphs, and instead of taking just that straight ebook, maybe combine 2 or 3 articles to make one nice looking article that's unique, because the chances are you're not going to copy and paste the same somebody else might. You're not going to use the same content. Same thing with an ebook is take few points from that book, here, take a few from, page 23, a few from page 29, a few from page 15, kind of put it together and make an article that way. And then you can tie things together with your own thoughts in a sentence format. So it's just going to expedite the way you do article creation. That's what you can use PLR for. And then use this unique content that you created from PLR to create a Squidoo lens on squidoo.com and a page on hubpages.com. The thing with PLR when you use it in this way is that it makes your content unique when you're actually using it this way, and it saves you a pile of time on research and writing it yourself. And squidoo.com is one of the more popular social media sites out there. Hubpages.com is another one to consider. Include links to your site or squeeze page on these sites and use keyword phrases related to your niche to attract that search engine traffic. That's super important. And also, when you're submitting these, like we talked about, using that in the title of it, for your keyword, because these sites as themselves get really good rankings in the search engines. And so it's definitely something that you want to be doing because it's going to give you additional exposure and more traffic and more people onto your email list. Other Web 2.0 sites to submit to include exomba.com, xomba.com. These are sites that are similar to squidoo.com and hubpages.com. Wizzly.com, this is a fairly new one. Blinkweb.com, Weebly.com, Soup.io, and that is not a typo, it's Soup.io. That's another really good one. Yola.com and PicoWiki.com, PICOWIKI.com. These are other sites that you could take your PLR content, submit to these sites with your backlinks going over to you. Here's profit strategy number 8. This is talking about selling private label rights, not taking PLR and using it for profits, which is what we've been talking about now, and actually what we're going to cover in the next 7 steps. But this is actually like a 6-figure business model. You can run a legitimate 6-figure business online, not only using PLR, for content and traffic and building your list, but also taking PLR and actually creating your own PLR products and selling those. That's a great way to make money. Like I said, we've been talking all about how to use PLR for more profits, but now let's talk about how you can generate income by selling material with private label rights. This is one of the fastest ways to get into the hot internet marketing niche. Creating content for online business owners can be an extremely profitable venture for yourself. It can be a great way to go because online business owners need content. You're going to give them what they want. And like I talked about, it is one of the faster ways to get into the internet marketing niche, mainly because there's so many webmasters out there and people struggling to get good content that if you can come in and offer them good content, you could run a very good business out there. It's a proven business that can make you six figures or more if you really apply yourself. The key thing here is to find hot markets online, hot niche markets that people are in. This could even be as far as acne. This could be fitness, weight loss, getting six pack abs. This could include everything from, how to plan a wedding. These could be golfing, weight loss, health, dog training. It could go down to internet marketing, make money online, pay per click marketing. The list goes on and on. There's a lot of opportunities out there where you could create ebooks, articles, small reports, video, that you sell private label rights to, squeeze page systems, and much more. Squeeze page systems meaning, you give them a short ebook report, you give them a squeeze page template they can use, and then they can actually use that to start profiting with a lot faster. Marketers want to speed up their path to profit, so you need to be there with what they want and what they need in order to succeed, and that's really important to consider. You can pay someone to write an ebook for you through odesk.com or elance.com, or you could write it yourself. And, that's one thing. The only thing about this strategy, now I've talked about earlier taking PLR and making it your own and things like that. Now, if for this particular strategy, profit strategy number 8, where you're selling PLR, you want to be the one actually creating it, or you want to be paying somebody to create that content for you. So that's really important. For this concept, you would not want to use PLR, like we said, as you would want to make the content as unique as possible to make your customers happy. The better service you give them, the more likely they're going to buy from you. Because as I'll talk about briefly, people really, really like to, buy PLR. So let's go back here. You could pull ideas from other PLR you have, but make sure you include your voice in it. One of the fastest ways you could make a PLR package is by turning a PLR ebook into a PowerPoint presentation so you can record the content with the screen capture software that's out there. That is one of the best ways that you could go about it. So take a PLR ebook, and that's actually a case where it doesn't matter if you use PLR because you're turning it into a completely different format. You're not selling them an ebook, you're selling them a PowerPoint. So you could take an ebook or a couple of PLR ebooks, make them into PowerPoint presentations, and this strategy right here, there's a huge demand for those kind of products and materials. So it's a great way to go. Just sell the PowerPoints themselves. That's another strategy. You don't even have to record them. You could just make the PowerPoints and then sell the PowerPoints themselves. You would get a lot of people interested in that also. Create an ebook, PowerPoint, article package with a mini site for huge profit. So what that would be is you write an ebook on your own, or you hire somebody to do that. And let's say it's a 30 to 40 page ebook. It doesn't need to be super huge, but just have good value. So they get an ebook, 30 to 40 page ebook. They get PowerPoint slide made up of maybe 15 to 20 slides. They get an article package, 4 or 5 articles to use to promote that, and then a mini site which would have like a header graphic and a footer graphic, and you could outsource that as well. A mini site's just a one-page website, and that little package right there you could sell for $47 or $97 over and over again, and you don't have to be the go-to expert. That's a great thing about even using PLRs. You don't have to be this big expert. You can actually take PLR, rebrand it, and make it your own. You could also create like 25 blog posts and sell the rights to those. That's another PLR idea to sell. Create content and put them into a blog and then sell ready-made blogs. So there's all kinds of things you can do to run your own little PLR empire. And so I hope you would consider that as a good strategy to move forward. The whole goal here again is to find a hot market, create a PLR deal or offer around it. You can sell the private label rights through the Warrior Forum or other webmaster forums like Digital Point Forum. What you want to do is do a Google search for the phrase buy, comma, sell, comma, trade, webmaster. And the reason you do the search like that with buy, sell, trade in quotes is because that's going to pull up only the forums or only the websites that have the wording buy, sell, trade. And then you use the phrase webmaster because that's going to pull up webmaster forums for you. And webmaster forums are loaded with people that need private label rights content. So these are great sources to go to when selling them. You could also create a good PLR offer because internet marketers and other people know that private label rights is hot, and so they know their list would consider it. You could let affiliates promote this PLR package for them using like WSO Pro, JVZoo, Rapid Action Profits, or even ClickBank. Make sure you get your buyers onto an email list for future selling to them as well. That's key because always be thinking and always be creating something new. PLR buyers will buy from you over and over again if your first offer is high quality. They will continue to keep buying from you. So that is really important to consider. So here's profit strategy number 9. This is talking about article syndication. Article syndication is still an incredible way to generate traffic for your business. Some people may think it's old hat, but just like ebook syndication, it's still a good strategy to use. You can use content from a PLR ebook to make articles quickly and easily. The goal, again, like we talked about previously with Web 2.0 marketing, is to make the articles as unique as you can to get the most benefit from this strategy. Most people don't think to take content from PLR ebooks for articles, but they will be more unique this way. If you combine them with a sentence or two of your own material, it will be even better. So, that's the key thing is to make it as unique as possible. So you don't want to take, like I said, word for word from the PLR content, but you want to use maybe a combination of PLR mixed in with your own wording to make it something powerful and effective. One PLR ebook could have 20 to 50 articles in it, so that's something to really consider. And the thing about using ebooks for creating these articles that's good is that a lot of people, don't copy and paste from the same location. The chance of that happening are slim to none. It's gonna be a lot better than just taking a straight PLR article and just starting to use it. So you want to make sure it looks unique, have a good unique title for it that has good keyword research done on it, and you can use the free Google AdWords keyword tool to come up with keyword phrases that will attract search engine traffic to the articles and to your website. You want to use the keywords in the title of your article. It's very, very important, and that's going to get search engine traffic and search engine exposure. Make sure you have an author resource box that then links off to your website. That is really, really essential and really important. The author resource box could link to your squeeze page, things like that, because that's how you're going to get traffic. If you don't have a way for people to find you, then it's not going to work out very well for you. Submit your article to these top 5 article directories: ezinearticles.com, goarticles.com, articlesbase.com, ezinemark.com, and then ideamarketers.com. That's where you're going to want to submit your article to. Is you're going to want to go to these top 5 article directories. There's many more out there as we'll talk about, but these 5 are very popular. They get a lot of traffic and they can still give you effective search engine exposure. To get more exposure, you could go to Fiverr.com or hire someone on Odesk.com to do mass submissions for you. Find more top article directories on Google by searching for the phrase top 50 article directories. That's a great strategy to use because what you'll find is there's actually a few websites out there. It's from a website called vretoolbar.com. You'll see that in the top search results, and that actually has a listing of the top 50 article directories. It's constantly updated. You can also look at services that help you maximize your article exposure online, and that would be taking your article that you had made unique from PLR, iSnare.com, EasyArticleLink.com, ContentCrooner.com. Those are 3 websites to look at where for a nominal fee they can actually really help you generate mass exposure for your business. Profit strategy number 10 with using private label rights is to publish a book, and we're talking a physical book. If you ever wanted to become a published author easily and quickly, then PLR gives you that leg up on your competition. For this strategy to work effectively, you would want to consider combining a few PLR ebooks along with some of your own words mixed in so it kind of has your own voice and so it's extra high quality as well. Because having your own physical book will give you, like you talked about, that leg up on your competition and a huge credibility boost. You could submit your book for publishing using Amazon.com's CreateSpace service, which can be found at createspace.com, and that will actually let you submit your manuscript there and they will actually publish it online. You will need, you could also have it published on the Kindle, which is huge. It's getting more and more exposure. It's a great spot to have your book, especially if it's unique, especially if you've had it, maybe you use PLR content, but you make sure you use the first couple chapters, maybe are your own words and things like that. But you can take ideas really easily from PLR, a lot easier than you could from plagiarizing somebody else's content. That's where PLR comes effective for this method. Just create a cover for your book. That's definitely important. You have to have a cover. You can hire someone on odesk.com or fiverr.com to create a book cover for you. You're going to get probably best results paying a little bit more on odesk.com for a good cover. Follow the book cover requirements on CreateSpace. They actually have a nice chapter about having good book covers. You can also find other sites and services that will self-publish for you at a low rate online by just Googling the phrase self-publishing. The key is to use your private label rights and, of course, rename the products which stands out as being from you, and use the book to promote offline services or to build up your blog's credibility as well. Even if you don't sell any books, the credibility boost will be huge, because just having the fact that you're a published author on the side of your blog or website is going to look really, really good to your website visitors. They're going to be very, very impressed with you. Profit strategy number 11 is with product creation. And this method right here is with good PLR material, you can quickly create products and have multiple profit centers for your business online. And so the thing here is to get, like let's say you have 10 PLR products on your hard drive, or that you're going to invest in. 10 PLR packages live and on the internet. That gives you 10 buy now buttons. They're alive and actively working for you. So that gives you 10 different ways that you can be making money. You could also combine PLR to make your PLR unique from others that may be selling it already. So that means you could take a couple of different PLR packages, combine them together to make one package that really sticks out and stands out from the rest of the competition. You want to consider using PLR for an upsell to current products you have for even more revenue. So if you have a current product online that's selling, then you may want to really increase your profits by maybe having a downsell or having one OTO or one-time offer there, and you could take a private label rights product and use it in that regards. Profit strategy number 12 is with current events. That's with consider rebranding your PLR so it goes in line with current events going on. That's a great way to get targeted exposure and traffic. This would include modifying an article like a PLR article or a portion of a PLR ebook and posting it on your blog to get some viral attention. So like let's say there's something that comes out that talks about, a certain form of dog training. A news story comes out about a certain form of dog training, or something about dogs comes out in the news. You could take a PLR in dog training and kind of modify it and spin it to kind of create a story about how to take care of your pets better and things of that nature. Use the PLR for your main research and find angles that you can use to make the PLR stand out. So look at PLR you have and then look for angles that you could find. One way to do this is, again, to post your content in social media sites for mass exposure, and you can do social bookmarking as well. A good site for that is socialmarker.com. Socialmarker.com has a really good list of social media sites that can kind of help you, get that leg up, help you start getting that content and that exposure. You could use Google Trends or visit yahoo.com to see trending topics. Look at PLR you have and create viral content pieces from that material. So Yahoo Trends or yahoo.com and Google Trends, they will always show some of the hot, more relevant topics that are getting a lot of buzz and excitement, and you could somehow take a PLR and spin it, figure out a way to spin the PLR you have to kind of approach those methods and post that on your blog, and then do like some social bookmarking. That way you're getting right up in there, to capitalize on a hot trend. And you've got PLR content, and there's a way to spin that for nearly any niche market. Profit strategy number 13 with your private label rights is to create auto blogs. You want to create a network of auto blogs that you can monetize with list building or AdSense type ads, those kind of things. Have the blogs post PLR content automatically. That way you can basically just spend a whole day or 2 days putting together 50 to 100 PLR articles. You could take them straight articles. The best bet, of course, would be to modify them slightly, even if it's just a matter of having a new title and then using a couple paragraphs that introduce the article. But if nothing else, try to modify them slightly, but come up with maybe 50 articles, PLR articles that you've pulled from an ebook, and you spend a day just putting these together. You've got enough content, and you could schedule it out to post for the next, every 4 or 5 days. So for the next 5 or 6 months, you've got content being posted automatically to your website. There's a few plugins that you can use that would actually make this strategy really effective, because you could schedule your post. You could set it up to schedule your post so that it's going to automatically post on these certain dates, and that way you don't have to mess it. It's out of sight, out of mind. It's going to automatically post. But you could also leverage a plugin called WP Matico plugin or WP Robot. Both of these are free plugins, and both have a free version available. And those plugins would actually feed in RSS feeds to like news stories and stuff that come in from multiple sites. So you could have a nice site kind of that combines PLR content that's semi unique that you helped modify, along with these plugins to have good RSS feeds coming in, and you could have a nice little setup there. These sites could be quickly built and used for indexing of your content and linking off to your other sites as well. And those backlinks could help those sites get exposure as well in the search engine. So it's a great way for you to make extra money. You could also turn around and possibly sell those sites, as we'll talk about in just a moment. Profit strategy number 14: local marketing. Local marketing is still a hot thing for you to use for an alternative income stream. So, it's a way that you can take the knowledge you have about internet marketing and sell it to offline businesses. And you can take PLR material and use them to create presentations that you could give at your local chamber of commerce or other places locally. You could create small physical reports that you can hand out as your business card. So instead of like maybe not having a whole physical book, you could take a 10 or 15 page PLR report, rebrand it, and go online and have somebody publish it for you. And let's say, I've seen these reports, you can get them published for $3 or $4 a piece. Let's say you want to get 50 of those. So $150, you get 50 of these reports for about $150. And you're sitting at your chamber of commerce, and instead of them giving you a business card, or you're going to an offline internet marketing type event, instead of giving them a business card, you give them a 15-page report that has good information. They're going to be more apt to hold on to that and follow up with you. So it's a great way to take a PLR material and make it something unique. You'll want to set up a lead capture page for you to get customers. So make sure whatever URL you're promoting inside that book or on that cover of that book as well, that there is a way to get customer information. You could also set up a free digital report. It does not have to be physical at all. You could set up a free digital report. You could also do something to the extent of running a postcard campaign that sends them to your squeeze page to get a free report, or to get one of these physical reports mailed to them. Or you could have these physical reports set up, and then you could actually, have these mailed out to certain people in your community. You could use PLR to set up a follow-up sequence with them, selling them on your services as well. And then, of course, the other strategy would be to like niche things down for you, and we'll talk about that. So on top of simply leveraging PLR material for local profits, you could also consider creating PLR to sell to other local marketing consultants. Just because it is such a hot topic, local marketing consultants would love to have 15-page reports that they could just modify briefly, and start sending out to their customers. This market is huge. Give them the tools they need to succeed, on top of leveraging other PLR. And locally, you could also easily niche down PLR so you have reports that you give away. Things like traffic generation for chiropractors. You could take one traffic generation report and use it in these multiple ways. Traffic generation for optometrists or eye doctors. Traffic generation for restaurant owners. Traffic generation for property managers. And you've got a report. And could you imagine if you had like let's say you print up 10 of these 15-page reports on traffic generation for chiropractors, and you mailed it to the 10 chiropractors in your area or your neighboring major city. It's going to boost up your credibility big time from even the guy that just sent out a report on traffic generation. Not that there probably would be somebody doing that, but if there is in your community, you could actually get an extra leg up because you're niching it down to them. It's going to draw their attention in, it's going to grab their attention. So it's definitely a great way to look at going after the local market. Final method that we're going to talk about with leveraging private label rights is flipping websites. You can use PLR content to create websites for sale. So you could use, like we talked about, the way to make articles unique, the way to using ebook content and things like that. You could set up websites on WordPress using a free or premium WordPress theme. You could do a Google search for free premium WordPress theme, and you could find quite a few really good themes that you could use. Add your own thoughts at the beginning of the articles to make the site's content more unique and thus increasing the value. Monetize the website with banners, AdSense, and list building opportunities. That is absolutely key, is if you can do list building opportunities. That way, even if they don't change the form around and you sell the website, you could still make some money. You could sell these sites on flippa.com and on webmaster forums with the buy sell trade section with them. You could also, on top of setting up like content type websites, you could also just set up the PLR for resale with the domain and a new set of graphics. Like sometimes you'll buy PLR and it will have a mini site with it, like a sales page with it, with the header graphics, the e-cover graphics, all those kind of things. You could just pay somebody a little bit to modify those graphics, and then you could set up the PLR for resale on a new domain. You could quickly put up pre-done mini sites and sell those as well, for content sites. You could package them up as a blog with content along with the product with the rights. So you could do like a blog setup, maybe have 10 good articles on that blog along with a mini site, and you have a nice little package that you could sell on these sites. Don't forget to offer these pre-done sites to your email list or social media following if you have them. That's a great way to make some extra cash. So here's a recap on the 15 ways to profit with PLR that we just covered. I know that was a lot of material to go over. Profit strategy number one was ebook syndication. Profit strategy number two was using private label rights to create reports that you can list build with your giveaway, get people on your squeeze page. Profit strategy number three, creating video. That would include creating video content and taking PLR articles and ebooks, making them into videos, using PowerPoint and bullet points, using that for long-term traffic. Hosting a live webinar, that's important. Niche the PLR down so one PLR ebook could become 10 PLR or 10 ebooks that you're selling. Using private label rights to create bonuses for affiliate promotions. Web 2.0 marketing for backlink and things of that nature. You could run an entire business in and of itself by selling the PLR. Article syndication is another great way to go. Publish a book, that's a huge opportunity for you. Product creation, so making your own digital product and courses. Current events, taking your PLR, making it appropriate for viral content pieces for your site. Creating auto blogs. Auto blogs are ways that you can use link building on those, make AdSense revenue, set and forget type websites. Local marketing, great way to jump into your local market leveraging private label rights, and then flipping websites. So these are all methods that you can use to make money with private label rights.